Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 442 podcast. I'm Craven Cottage, and as always, I'm joined by the wonderful Tommy Sondy.
That's me.
And the radiant Tony O.
Radiant? I'm not radiant this morning. Yeah, I'm pissed off.
He's everything but radiant.
Yeah, I'm pissed off.
You're radiating pure anger.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'll take that. Yeah. My body's sore. It's shit cold outside. Arsenal's pissing me off. Referees are pissing me off.
I mean, this time it's not like pitch dark when we look out the window, though, right? It's at least sunny.
Clocks
well, I mean, the trade-off is now that it'll be dark at 5, and the seasonal depression's going to start kicking in. So
start kicking in. It's already kicking.
Yeah, it's already hit. Yeah.
In fairness, my seasonal depression began back in August. So
yeah, that's true.
I guess that's true, and for me too. Yeah. Dang. Hey, but at least this week was.
This week,
I guess some respite. You know what I mean?
I also, Tommy, we both get some respite.
Oh yeah, that's right.
This is so good. This doesn't happen anymore. We should really enjoy this.
This is a Tony-centric pod because really Arsenal's result and everything. Oh yeah, beautiful. I know, right? Chef's kiss.
Beautiful.
This is beautiful. Yeah.
Great.
I think we should get right into it.
I really think we should. Newcastle won, Arsenal 0. Arsenal lose for the first time in the Premier League this season, and no controversies there, were there, Tony?
Yeah. I don't know I don't know how to look at this game, honestly. Like, from a football aspect, I've seen some Arsenal fans criticizing the team, and I'm just like, I personally think we did well on the day. I think Newcastle's a difficult place to go to. I think we have issues scoring goals. I think we need another dynamic attacker who really threatens the opposition. I think Saka's not firing right now, and it's all on Martinelli, because I don't think Nketiah's scaring anybody. But I was pleased with pretty much everyone else. But I've got all that shit out of the way now. Gonna talk about.
Yes, give us what we're here for, Tony.
I need to understand what is going on in the Premier League, honestly, with the referee, because I cannot remember a weekend when we're not talking about some crazy decision. And this one wasn't a crazy decision. This was a crazy performance from the referee. Like, it starts with, and look, Kai Havertz could have been sent off, yeah? He could have been sent off. He doesn't make contact with his leading foot. That's what saves him. It's his trailing foot that makes contact, right? So, I think it's an orange. If it had gone red, you can't complain. But I would have felt it was harsh. But you can't complain. But after that, what Bruno Guimaraes does for the rest of the game is crazy. It's nuts. It's like a kid who's just set free in a Saudi sweet shop, allowed to do whatever he wants. Like, he's going around punching players. The one on, I don't know if it said Jorginho. The one on Jorginho.
The forearm smash to the back of Jorginho's head is, of all the decisions that went on in this game, and I'm sure we will talk about like the goals. That is the one that's the most blatant, because I'm like, there is no
but you need to provide context to this, right? A few seconds before this, he tries to 2-foot someone and misses. And he's not satisfied with that. He gets up. The ball's on the other side of the pitch. He goes to Jorginho, and you can see in his face. You know when, like, a kid or someone is really bracing themselves to hit someone, their face clenches up and everything. You can see the anger in his face. Whacks the guy in the head. What's the justification? Oh, he didn't use his elbow as a weapon. He used his forearm. So it's not pretty, but, And I'm like, what? What is happening? That you can say the justification. So you've looked at it. The justification is it's not an elbow, it's a forearm. Since when is that a thing? Like, it's not an elbow, it's a forearm. So it's not pretty, but it's fine. No yellow, no nothing. And I don't know. It was just going on. Bruno was just going around smashing people. Joelinton's just going around smashing people. I keep hearing about how Newcastle is this fantastic team. Whenever they play big games, that's all they do. They just smash people. I don't see their players. I don't see any football. They played no football. They had 0.1 XG outside of that crazy incident. And that incident, 4 chances, 4 incidents where you can call that goal off. Ball is out, right? If you can tell me that Rashford's ball didn't go out or went out against, I can't remember who it was against, when he crossed it in for Højlund, that ball's further out than that. Okay, they don't have the angle to see that. That's first stupid excuse, okay? Because I'm paying $120 a year for the Zone subscription. I'm not doing that so that Stuart Atkinson's granddaughter can get a pony for Christmas, right? Like, I'm looking for the best product in the Premier League to have some standards.
I need to stop you at this point. I need to look into this pony further. What kind of pony are we talking about?
I don't give a fuck about what kind of pony, honestly. And then they cross the ball in. 2 hands in the back is an easy decision. It's an easy decision. And it's not even 2 hands in the back. One hand is on Gabriel's back. The other hand is pressing his head down for him to not get this ball. And on top of that, it hits his hand. It doesn't hit his chest. It hits his hand. Both hands. And then it breaks to whoever. Who scored the goal in the end? I don't even remember.
The sickly Victorian child himself, Anthony Gordon.
And he's in an offside position. What's going on? They look at everything. Inconclusive. Why are you there? Like, what? No, honestly, what is your purpose at this point? Inconclusive. We don't have the angles. Why not? The ball is out. It's a line. You don't have a camera angle for the line. Then what is your purpose? Someone explain to me what the purpose of VAR is.
It is like I said this after the Rashford incident that you mentioned. I'm like, of course it's an inconclusive call when the ball's on the line because you don't have a camera angle down the line. And why do we not have?
Why don't you have a camera?
Fucking everything else. Why don't we have one down the line?
Hold on. I feel a bit. I kind of feel a bit scared saying this, but I didn't think the ball being in or out, that call, I was like, okay, with it inclusive, that's fine. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know if it was totally out. I don't know.
No. Me neither.
Yeah.
I don't know because it's inconclusive.
Yeah.
My point is, why is it inconclusive? I'm just saying that's one incident that they didn't review properly. But for me, the moment you see 2 hands in the back, look, there was a foul earlier, not a foul, there was a challenge earlier in the box where Lascelles goes through Nketiah. He uses one arm, right? He uses one arm. As far as I'm concerned, that's strength. Nketiah needs to be stronger. That is fine. There are some very basic unspoken rules in football. You use one arm for leverage, that's fine. You can't push your opponent down with 2 arms. You can't. Everybody in football knows this. It's such an easy decision. What's Gabriel supposed to do? Right? You don't need to review anything else once you see that. And then on top of that, I was told that you can't score after the ball struck your arm.
Did it strike Anthony Gordon's arm?
Okay, so that's the call now. So you can't review handball anymore.
No, because this happened against United last season in the FA Cup against Middlesbrough or something, where a ball gets played over the top. Someone it hits the guy's arm. He basically controls it with his arm, but because he passes it to someone else to score, they don't review the handball on the guy's arm, which is, and I will grant you this, fucking stupid. It's like if the goal scorer uses their arm, then it's reviewable, I think. But because it apparently hit Joe Linton's arm and not Anthony Gordon's.
Okay.
That's why.
And then he's offside and it's inconclusive.
It's funny because I look at all those calls.
Is he offside on that? Doesn't the ball go backwards?
No, it doesn't. Not after it hits his arm. It doesn't. It looked like initially, but when you then see the replay from a different angle, which they have, he's actually in front of the ball. He takes a step in front of the ball because there's a double touch. He takes a step in front of the ball, and I don't know, man. I'm just saying. I'm looking at this. Last week, Nick Pope takes a bad touch in the box. Funky Chan goes past him. He takes Chan out. That's a red card. That's a penalty. They don't get that decision. Yeah? This is starting to look like these referees, this conflict of interest is affecting their judgment. They're getting paid by Saudi, by the Saudi Association. They're, granted, get your money, whatever. But if you're going to Saudi, stay in Saudi. Don't come back. They're going to Saudi to ref games here, charity games here, occasional games here. No. That's not right. It's not right if you're, there's a Saudi club in England, because there is, and you're coming back and then you're refereeing their games, and it's just looking mad. It's looking mad to me at the moment, but
so
I don't know.
On October 6th, after the whole Liverpool VAR thing, Mikel Arteta said, they are trying to make the best decisions. We need to understand that mistakes happen. Tony, why don't you just understand that mistakes happen?
Don't do that. Because Sky Sport, or wherever you're reading that from, they like to spread stupid narrative. Arteta backed Klopp in what he said. He said he felt he was right in his statement, because at the end of the day, we're trying to do things here, and you expect the best possible outcome. You expect a fair outcome. He backed Klopp. They're just trying to rile people up, because, look, Sky Sports, honestly, as a whole, I heard Gary Neville talk, I heard Jamie Carragher talk. I'm
Please
tired
keep this energy. Keep this energy when United lose next week or whatever it is, and you start sending me Sky Sports tweets.
No, send them to me. I don't mind. You can send them to me. That's what this is all about, right? Send them to me. But
I was gonna say my take on this is that it's funny how there on that one play there's like 3 or 4 checks on this. It's like
inconclusive.
But you don't even need to look at that stuff when you see that push.
Yep.
It's so clear that's like, forget about everything else. That's it. Call's done. You see a clear push, it's over.
It's really funny that normally they're so keen to rule out any goal for anything.
Not with Newcastle. Not with Newcastle. And not with City, by the way.
Not with City.
Not with City. Not with Newcastle. Yeah, gotta protect the brand.
Wait, are we joining some conspiracy?
I'm joining. I am the
no.
leader.
Tony's already there.
I think we've already been there.
You've already. Tony is there.
We've been skirting around the edges.
I'm the fucking origin story of this conspiracy.
Yeah, we're
so like you remember Rodri's handball when he bounced the ball down against Everton? I've been there. I got a dossier of all the decisions. Yeah.
So, what was I gonna say? Yes, you have those. For me, you have that for sure. Push foul on Gabriel, for sure. A clear as day red card on Bruno, for sure. You know what I mean? Those 2 calls, those are the ones that were really blatant. Apart from that, I don't remember Arsenal creating too much.
We didn't. It wasn't that kind of game. Honestly, nobody created anything, right? It was just they tried to be physical with us and we matched it. I gotta say, Saliba, I feel like best player in the league. Honestly, I feel like it's my opinion. I may be wrong, but I just feel as a center back, he can't do anything. You can't. There's nothing more that he can't do, or that you'd expect as a center back. He feels very Van Dijk for me when Van Dijk was at his best. People just give up now going up against him. Like in this game, there was an incident where he's just taking the piss out of Joelinton and Callum Wilson. He was excellent. Declan Rice, brilliant. Havertz actually had one of his good games, up and down. He pissed me off on Wednesday with a bunch of other dumbasses in Fabio Vieira. That was a bad day. We've had a bad week. We've had a bad week. Like if we'd done some kind of instant reaction after West Ham, I'd have been fuming. But I'm
good
just
to know. Good to know we missed that chance.
Yeah.
Then again, I think United got slapped by Newcastle that day as well, so I don't think I was in the mood to record anything either.
I needed a few hours before I started sending you tweets.
Yeah. I would like to point out that the bad week didn't only extend to the main Arsenal team. The Arsenal under-18s also had a pretty shit weekend. Because their bus that was supposed to go to Brighton ended up in Bournemouth.
That was nuts.
How do you drive to a completely wrong city?
I don't understand. It's like it was automated or something, and someone put in the wrong address. It's like, don't you realize that you're...
Did no one look out the window and be like, I don't think we're heading...
Bournemouth's like, I don't know, from London, because Brighton's around London. Bournemouth's like 90, 100 miles away.
Yeah, they were 90 miles away from where...
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Tell you what, the under-18s and the men's team both equally close to scoring a goal this week.
Yeah. All right, we need a forward.
Wait, anything we missed? Anything we missed before we move on? Like,
it's probably. I don't know, man. It's been a terrible season.
I just want to move away from Tony's torment. Just, in case we don't have to.
We can always keep coming back to it.
Okay.
We can always. We need to enjoy this week because we know there are going to be few and far in between. Because most weeks we're going to be getting the shit kicked out of us.
So you should, yeah. All right, we'll think of something. I'm sure.
Well, we can always come back.
I am hot.
I'm hot. Take off the sweater you're wearing. Did we raise the temperature too much?
No, you're not helping. Yeah.
I'm not trying to. Let's move on before Tony just quits this call. Luton 1, Liverpool 1. Late equalizer for Liverpool against Luton. Luis Diaz getting the goal. Lovely little tribute to his dad, who is, as far as I know, still in captivity.
Yeah.
I believe kidnappers have now said that they didn't mean to kidnap him and they accidentally kidnapped him. And who amongst us hasn't gone out and accidentally kidnapped someone? My closet is full of people that I have accidentally kidnapped.
Oh, you are asking for it.
This is a joke.
You are asking for it.
I would like to clarify for anyone.
People are listening into these calls when you are asking for it. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say...
Hello, Secret Service agent.
I thought you were going to say I accidentally kidnapped a golden doodle or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, hey, okay, a dog, that's fine, yeah. But,
Uzi is worried.
Liverpool 1. I am now stressed. It was a brilliant performance for Luton. And I would also just like to say that really low stand behind the Luton goal in the second half. I got immense joy from any time the ball kept cannoning off the roof of it.
Oh, yeah.
It's so close to the goal. But fantastic performance for Luton.
Holy fuck, man. Darwin Núñez, he is blockbuster. This guy.
I love him. I think I love him.
Blockbuster. Like, this is nuts. It is nuts. Like, his catalog of misses might end up being the best in history. Just
remember when Timo Werner was at Chelsea and we used to rag on Werner for the misses?
Yeah.
His misses were not this bad.
No, they weren't.
Oh, they were though, weren't they? From what I remember.
You know the thing with Werner. Werner approached them like very tentatively, like he looks scared. Mm-hmm. This guy is not moved.
There's no fear.
He goes into it with conviction. He just keeps skying or missing. But the Liverpool fans, they love him.
He had a great
Tell you what,
goal midweek.
I think I would fucking love him.
He did have a great goal midweek, but did you see the first touch?
Oh yeah,
It's just classic Darwin Núñez. Like, he had a great goal because he had a really poor first touch that took him to the corner flag, and he cuts back and then he just belts it in, like curves it in. It's like
the thing about this, like I think he had 3 or 4 decent shots on target in the first half.
He hit the post in the first half.
And he hit the post too, right?
Had 8 or 9 shots total in this game,
which
is
wild.
Yeah.
One thing I will say about Liverpool, this is why I was confident. I said after Luton scored that I still think Liverpool will win. They just have so many goals in them, man. Like, you look at their attack, they just have so much dynamism up front. Diaz, Núñez. Cody Gakpo for me is a bit meh, but Salah, they have a lot of options up front. Szoboszlai he's been busy. So,
then this, speaking of Salah, my only rant then this week would be that I go out of my way
to take
a hit, -4 on my fantasy team to get Salah in because he performs every week. He scores, he makes us at least something. Highest scoring player in the game. And then nothing.
Who was your captain before?
Haaland.
Well, he saved you because you would have had 2 points instead of 4. Haaland was,
Still.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's my rant. I went all this way to get this guy and then doesn't do anything. So now I'm going to remove him, probably, out of whatever, and he'll perform. And you guys will be fine. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Please do remove him because I have been cashing in those solid points on you all season.
We should give credit to Luton. They did really well. I thought they were really good throughout the game, to be honest. They wrote their luck defensively, but
That was always going to have to be the case against Liverpool for them. But the fast breaks, especially the one for the goal, just really well worked move. Ross Barkley, Chelsea legend, coming back. Tahith Chong.
Yeah, that's.
I was very happy to see him score.
I saw him coming up. I'm like,
former United player.
I was like, is that
coming in?
Yes, coming up? Yeah.
Hey, Ted Mengi, former United.
That's true. The right back
player, also.
Is it the right
also
back?
Right center back.
Yeah. Okay. He's playing center back now.
They're playing 3 at the back. Yeah.
Okay. Remember I said McAllister? He's not going to be worst signing of the season, but he's struggling, man, in that midfield. He's really struggling.
He's like it.
It's not his fault. Yeah, that's the thing. It's not really his fault.
It's the thing that everyone said when they signed him. They're like, lovely player, but if you sign him to play as a 6, that's not what he plays.
I don't think they signed him to play as a 6. I just don't think they got their 6. Right?
Yeah.
They wanted Lavia, then they went for Caicedo, and they fucked both of them up. Classic Wenger, Higuain, Suarez move. Yeah. But, yeah.
Well, then they also went out and signed Gravenberg, who's solid player, but also he's not a 6.
No, he's not a 6. He was playing 6. He got moved there, but it's not his best position. And he's playing well.
No.
He's playing really well.
That was the thing at Bayern, where Bayern wanted him to play as a 6, and it just wouldn't work for them, so he eventually got dropped from that. Mm-hmm. But no, huge point for Luton. They definitely look the best of the 3 promoted teams so far.
Best of a bad bunch. Yep. What's the last? Oh, Burnley. Yes, that's one. Okay. Who's last now? Is it Burnley?
No,
it's still Sheffield.
Yeah.
Even though they won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That win just brought them level on points with Burnley.
So Burnley have won a game. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Burnley beat Luton.
Best of a bad bunch. Yep. All right. We should move on then.
Yeah, I mean, we mentioned them already. Might as well talk about them a little bit. Sheffield United did pick up their first win of the season, 2-1 win against Wolves. For the second week in a row, a very, very harsh penalty call against Wolves. This one right at the end of the game that Ollie Norwood puts away for the win. I do feel bad for Wolves. I do feel bad.
It was Fabio Silva, right, that conceded the penalty?
Yeah.
I really feel bad for this kid, man, because he was supposed to be this really big prospect, and this move has just not worked for him. Like, he was in tears at the end of the game, and I'm just like, he needs to get out of there. He needs a reset, because he's really struggling there. They put a lot of faith in him now that they've gotten rid of Jimenez.
Yeah.
I know they have Cunha, but Cunha is not a natural goal scorer, right? The big hope was that Fabio Silva will break out. It's not happening for him.
He's still young, right? I think he's only 21 years old, somewhere around there.
Is
he? Got time.
Yeah, but
I mean, but because he's young, maybe now is the time to move away.
Oh, exactly right. He's got time to change it up. There was a hell of a goal from was it Archer?
Archer.
Yeah.
Oh, bar down or from 30 yards out. Damn, those are some of the sweetest goals that you can hit. Yeah. It was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, not a bad way to score your first of the season, right?
Yeah.
I mean, do we think this really boosts Sheffield United's chances of I was going to say staying up, but of catching Derby County's record?
Yeah,
it's a big boost. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. How many games did Derby win that season?
I just know 2? They got 12 points. I don't know.
2-3 wins maybe.
Probably 2 and some draws somewhere, or maybe 3 and some draws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The race is on. The race is on.
Let me try.
Let's move on. Fulham 0, Man United 1. I'll fucking take it. I'll take it. Sure. Another shit performance. Another injury time winner.
Derby County got 11 points.
11 points.
And they had 1 win. Wow.
Jeez. Tell you what, I'm impressed that they managed to take points off teams that many times.
Jesus Christ. 1 win.
But,
fucking hell.
Fulham Man United. Bruno Fernandes right at the death with the goal.
Heisenberg's a cockroach, man. He keeps surviving. I don't know how he does it, but he just keeps surviving. Yeah. Sorry, go
on. I'll take the win. No, I don't have too much else to say. It was a pretty nothing game. It was like the same as every.
I want to ask you a question. This is not me looking out. Okay, Onana, do you think it's gonna work out?
Honestly, I have no fucking clue. His rebound control is not very good.
There was a save. There's a save he made in that game
where the ball just lands right back down in the middle of the
he does that a lot, and I'm just like, this is not.
I have noticed that.
Yeah,
I have noticed that. Don't you worry, my friend. I on the massive stack of stresses that I have on Man United, that is firmly one of the pages there. It is. I will say this. It is. There are so many pages that it is not at the top, but it is definitely in amongst the middle somewhere. I have no. Don't you worry, my friend. I am on it.
Okay. It is a good week. Bruno needed that. It's really bad goalkeeping, I think, from Leno. But
I think he might have been a little unsighted because he was slow to get down.
He was very slow to get down.
It's a hell of a cut.
Bad defending from Fulham the entire way through because Pellistri runs at them.
Yeah.
Gets the byline, the cross is blocked, and the ball just starts pinballing around.
I think he pressed
Bruno
someone to win that ball, huh? Pellistri initially.
Well,
yeah, I think he initially pressed someone.
Notes, Anthony, you piece of shit.
I'm not gonna go there.
You don't want to go there? Come on. You didn't like his move?
He's so bad.
He's terrible,
He's
man.
so bad.
Yeah.
He might be the worst player I've ever seen put on a Man United shirt.
Man, Uzi was calling for
Bebe.
He was calling for
I would rather have Bebe than Anthony on my team. Fuck it. Bebe was a fun story.
It was.
There's nothing fun about Anthony.
Yeah.
No, there definitely isn't.
That's what Bruno.
He doesn't even do the fucking spin anymore. What's the point? You don't even do the spin.
Yeah, that's where Bruno needs to be, on the edge of the box in the final third. Playing him deep just doesn't work. Like
it takes away the best part of his game, which is that he can score fucking goals. He has, because it was his 200th appearance, and he has something like 50, 60 goals.
Yeah.
Like, that is a great return as a midfielder. I know a bunch of them were penalties in his first season.
No, it doesn't matter, man.
But between that and his, like, he's one of our few very, very creative players. Like, you want him in that final third. Like, if someone's making that pass, you want it to be Bruno, because he's the one most likely to succeed.
He's a forward. Like, he's someone who needs to be in and around the striker, right? Like, Bruno, he's not really a classic playmaker. He's just someone.
He's a second forward.
Yeah, exactly. Just a lot of end products. So, good week. Well, not good week, but good game.
A week.
I was going to say good week. Should talk about
it.
You should mention their week.
Starts. It depends on when your week starts. You did have the Newcastle fiasco. So, yeah. If your week starts on Saturday, then...
What does it feel like getting, like, absolutely pummeled by a second team, Newcastle's second team, at home?
They Fergied United. 6 fullbacks. They played 6 fullbacks.
They had a guy it was his first game in 14 months. I forget who it was, a center back. Yeah.
Was it? What's his name?
It wasn't Tarjay.
Emil Kraft.
Oh yeah, it was Emil Kraft. Yeah.
That's right. That was.
Eddie
Howe was like. It's a great training session.
I knew that I was not gonna have to talk about the Carabao Cup, so I did not watch that game. Because if there's ever a chance for me to not watch a United game this season, I will fucking take it.
Yeah, then be thankful because it was atrocious.
Yeah. It is what I expected going into that game. I saw City and Newcastle back to back on our schedule. I was like, "There's no need. There's no need for me to watch that second one." I did my time. I watched the City game last week. I've paid my dues. My week started on Friday. I had a decent week.
Hey, you're eighth. United are 8th place now. 18 points. Yeah, kind of only 2 points behind Newcastle.
The fact that we're 8th is a damning indictment on the rest of the league. We've been so bad.
That's kind of. I always look at it thinking they're 12th, 13th. Yeah. That's where we are, but hey.
That is where you are, please. Please. It's like you, every time, Tommy, I hope you know this, every time you start talking, Chelsea drop another game.
It's nuts that you are 12, 13.
You need to stay humble, Tommy. You need to stay humble.
We do have a game in hand, so that may help.
And that's another game for you to lose.
Just saying.
We'll do our predictions later, but you
let's save it for later. Yeah.
Let's move on to a team that doesn't look like they're going to be losing anytime soon. Man City slapped Bournemouth 6-1. Jeremy Doku, have yourself a game, son. My God. 4 assists, 1 goal. That's some bullshit, okay? It's some fucking bullshit.
This is a classic Pep signing, Jeremy Doku. It's just 1v1 merchant, man. This is what Grealish was meant to be doing, right? Like, taking players on, causing devastation. Like, that game was a do-what-you-want game for Doku. All over the pitch, he was just dribbling past players. It was nuts.
Yep.
It's like watching Adama Traore with them product. You know? It's just...
come on now. Not nearly enough baby oil to be Adama Traore.
Yeah.
I specifically loved his sort of moves for the second goal, I think it was, where he set up Bernardo Silva. He's kind of like, just nice little dangling.
They have all honestly blended together for me.
Yeah.
It's just...
Bernardo
Silva, though. Bernardo
goal.
Silva's moves.
That keeper,
Bernardo Silva is...
I have to say, keeper is terrible. I don't know who was in net, because I don't think it was... I think the keeper's normally Neto.
Was it not Neto?
Was it Neto? I don't think it was Neto this week.
No.
I may be wrong. But Radju, yeah.
He
was terrible.
Oh, yeah.
He was terrible. Like, the ball was rolling into the net half the time. No wonder Bernardo Silva just sat him down. Yeah, he's just... I don't know. I had a player on my team try to do that yesterday. I was fuming. Yeah, because he missed. Yeah.
They did this. I mean, I guess I say they sweat this 3-0 at half, and then Howland came out. Was he potentially hamstring?
That's a 2 to 3 weeker.
Yeah, it's
2 to 3 weeker.
Let's see what the prognosis is on that, because I don't think they're going to drop too many games.
He's not Rodri to them.
Yeah,
they can survive without him.
Yeah,
so
it's still crazy.
Especially if Doku's in that kind of.
Oh, it's ankle. He's fine.
Is it ankle?
It's just his ankle.
He'll be back out there.
Just put a new one on. Replace the part.
It depends on how long the shipping takes with that, right?
Yeah, they have some in stock, I'm sure. He's fine.
Is there any news on KDB in terms of timeline?
I think
the only news is that his dress sense is fucking atrocious. Did you see him on the sidelines? Fuck me. It looks like he's straight out of the 90s with like the baggy jeans and everything. Yeah. Just hideous fashion sense.
They're pushing for end of the year. I suspect it will be January.
That makes sense. Okay.
I was about to say another surprising result, like City winning 6-1 against Bournemouth, surprising, but a surprising result. Nottingham Forest 2, Aston Villa 0. Emery's team, they lose for only the 3rd time this season, I want to say. Only the 2nd time this season they don't score in a game. Newly crowned best goalie in the world, Emiliano Martinez, has immediately dropped that crown. Some weird save technique.
I remember the moment I saw it, I just remember him doing this for us. I'm like, in what world are we naming Martinez the best goalkeeper in the world? Like, how do you sit down and make...
Hey, he was the best goalkeeper of that World Cup. Of that World Cup.
Doesn't matter, man.
That is it. Yeah, that's all he had.
That was it.
No, he made that save. He made that save and that clinched it. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
He was good at the shootouts as well for
that's true. Yeah,
he is good at penalties. I'll give him that.
I will say this. I don't get why Villa went for Zaniolo. I don't rate this guy.
Me neither.
At all.
He was really good before, but he's had 2 really bad knee injuries, and he's not been the same since, as you'd expect. Like, he was a top. I think he was the top Italian prospect at one point, but yeah, 2 knee injuries is really. It might even be 3, but at least 2 knee injuries.
Yeah,
it's really tough to come back from. He went to was it Galatasaray?
Yeah.
He went to and
he was barely there. I feel like
exactly. And they didn't want anything to do with him, and no one wanted to go for him. I was surprised when Emery went for him, but bit of a shit week for them. It's kind of a derby, I guess. Nottingham, Birmingham. pretty close to each other.
Is it because they both have ham in the name?
And it was not. It was really not. Yeah, Ingham in the name, but yeah.
They had Villa had 75% possession in this game, and that was perfect for us. They just
Forest thrive on that. They now have. It was good to see Awani back for Forest as well. Yeah. Like, gives them so much more presence up top, and Forest continue to be just sneakily very good at home, which it puts them in good stead for the league. Because that is how you want to build.
They will survive for sure.
Absolutely. They are comfortably better than
a lot of teams.
5 teams in this league.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Brentford 3, West Ham 2. Another loss for David Moyes' boys. But they got a nice kudos goal out of this one. Kudos to him, as it were. But yeah, another loss.
Yeah,
it's been a little bit shaky.
3 in a row.
There was a story this morning that Moyes' job is not under threat, which is always a bit alarming. They say he's not going to be offered a new contract at the end of the season for sure, but at the moment his job is not under threat. I'm like, okay, it's a bit.
It's always interesting when someone unprompted has to come out and say your job is not under threat.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes you think the opposite.
Yeah, someone's.
Didn't that happen with Ten Hag this week or last week?
That's been happening for weeks, man.
His job has been very, very clearly been under threat. there's no beating around that bush.
Yeah, I mean, it's not surprising to me because remember in the summer before they made any signings, like they waited really long. There was like this power struggle between Moyes and was it the sporting director or someone like that, I forget, at West Ham. And then end up being Moyes winning and getting the players that he wanted. So it'd be surprising for me to see, that his job wasn't a threat. It's not like they're still mid-table. It's not like they're completely in like bottom, right? It's not like they're crap. They just haven't had a bad run of form. They've had some decent wins this season so far. So I feel like you have to wait.
I guess the feeling is they're not making any progress.
It is the same thing as last season, right? Where they struggled after European games. And, well, I guess they didn't have a midweek game this time. Yeah. I don't think. But,
well, they had the Carabao Cup where they slapped us.
Were they still in it?
They slapped us.
Oh, right. They were playing you, right? Yeah. My apologies, much like your under-18 team bus, I veered off in the wrong direction. Mm-hmm. But, you look so happy with me, Tony. There's that smile. On the Brentford side, first goal in 14 months for Neil Maupay.
Jesus Christ, man! It keeps blowing my mind every time I hear it.
Is it bad if I thought it had been longer than 14 months since he had scored? Because that was my reaction to the news. It's like I can't believe it's only been 14 months.
Because he was at Everton, right, last season?
He was at Everton.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, okay.
He must have scored a goal for them because I don't remember him scoring.
Maybe he scored.
The last time I remember him scoring is when he was with Brighton.
Me too. Yeah, I forgot. Like last week, I just realized he was on Brentford when he almost fucked up that play against us. Yeah.
I was about to say that the last time he scored was probably for Brentford, but that's not right. But it feels like that. Yeah, I think he scored a couple of goals for Brighton.
I remember he scored one against us, against Man United for Brighton. I remember that one.
That is terrible.
But hey, good for him. Good for Brentford. Big win for them. Let's move on. Everton 1, Brighton 1. Brighton have quietly gone 5 Premier League games without a win. They are struggling to balance the demands of Europe and the demands of the Premier League.
Yeah, their players look shattered already. All of them. Just looking at them, I look at Mitoma. He does come up with a moment in this game, but he looks low on energy. Estupinian, is he back?
They've been dealing with a lot of injuries as well.
Well, that's part of it, right? Because it's a greater load on the players. I think Welbs is out for a while.
Ferguson has been in and out. Yeah. Like he's picked up a few minor knocks. Estupinian's missed a while. I think he is back now. I'd have to double check. But they've lost pieces in midfield here and there. Yeah, Solly March is out for a while. James Milner is playing games
in midfield. He didn't even play at the fullback, I think. Yeah. Was he right back?
I don't know if that's better or worse.
You know, I was gonna say, Dunk had an incredible goal in this game, and he was just like a foot offside, but it was a brilliant volley finish. Which is just unlucky.
He's becoming this really technical player for them. He's taking the
I didn't know he took free kicks.
Oh, no, he's been taking a lot of free kicks. I've been watching especially in the Europa League, I've been watching their games. Takes all their free kicks now. And, I mean,
his progression under, like, first Potter and then Deserbi has been great to watch.
Doesn't play for England, though. So, as you know, they have some players.
He's no Harry Maguire.
There you go. Yeah.
Lastly, let's quickly talk about Burnley 0, Crystal Palace 2, because Burnley keep shooting themselves in the foot by turning the ball over in their own third, leading to goals. And
it's hard with the.
I don't know what to say about Burnley at this point, because don't you fucking dare say his name.
It's hard.
I know whose name you're about to say because he got a fucking assist in this game.
He was brilliant.
He doesn't fucking deserve it.
He got a new contract, and he also had a hand in the second goal.
He's a piece of shit.
Friend of the pod.
Jordan Ayew is a piece of shit.
Friend of the pod, exactly.
Burnley should be embarrassed that they let this happen. This is an indictment on Burnley as a club. Relegate them now.
Did he score
this is how you perform.
Who did he score against last week? Tottenham, was it?
And it should have been ruled out for handball. Yeah. VAR. Again, not doing his job, Tony. Not doing his job. I've always said this. Every Jordan Ayew goal should be ruled out.
I have to say, Palace are in a bit of trouble when Jordan Ayew is their most dynamic attacker. They are. I mean, Eze is doing well, but as far as the front three, he's the only one that looks like doing something. But yeah,
it's easy to do something when the fucking left back just passes you the ball 10 yards outside the box.
So that's Anthony. Yeah. Who would you rather have?
When the opposing left back.
Yeah, who would you
Jordan Ayew or Anthony? I'm walking off a cliff. My two least favorite players.
Oh yeah.
Can you imagine, man? One on the left, one on the right. I'd play for United. That would be the best.
That would be the thing that would get me to genuinely stop watching football. I would not watch football anymore. You wouldn't see me on this pod. I'd have nothing to say. It'd be like Mourinho, nothing to say. If I speak, I am in big trouble.
Yeah. I will say that's how you perform after getting a new contract. Rashford, he's got to take some notes. But actually, you know what? Whatever.
Oh, he didn't play this game, huh? He's suspended? That injured.
He was hurt. He is... Relax. Relax.
How do you know? You don't know. It's too coincidental that right after...
Well, I will trust the report that came out.
Why? Why would you do that?
That he picked up an ankle knock in training.
Okay.
Why would... I have no reason not to trust that. I'm sure you will speculate because you are, and I've said this many times.
No. Wait. If he is suspended, I think that's good management. Because if there are rules and you break the rules, then you deserve to be punished, right? Like, it's not a negative.
A guy for going out for his own birthday is a bit weird.
No, but it just depends on if there's no policy against it, then fine. But Ten Hag said it was unacceptable.
Look, Ten Hag's disciplinarian side has never been in question.
Yeah, there you go. That's why I did this. That's all.
And that's why he's not been shy to say when a player has been dropped for disciplinary reasons. He did it to Rashford last year against Wolves or whatever it was when he was late to a meeting. He did it to Garnacho in pre-season. He's not been shy about that, which is why I'm just like, if he had said that I've dropped him because of whatever, discipline or something, I think he would have just come out and said it. But something that should probably be dropped is the what fucking year is it going to be in? 2034 World Cup?
I don't even know, man. I guess.
That has been...
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
That's right.
26, 30, yep.
In the winter, though.
2034 World Cup that is going to be held in Saudi Arabia. Now, the bidding process for this was interesting. FIFA brought the bidding process forward by 3 fucking years. And normally, like, this bidding process involves submitting a very detailed breakdown of how the country is going to facilitate the World Cup in terms of infrastructure, in terms of all the stuff that would go into hosting a tournament this big. Saudi Arabia apparently put their bid in after this had been moved up by 3 years, this deadline. Saudi Arabia put their bid in within an hour. At least try to not make it look suspicious. You're not even fucking trying at this point. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that, because it's just so fucking blatant.
And because the 2030 World Cup is across multiple continents, you have Argentina host a game.
Oh yeah,
that eliminates them from being able to submit any bids for 2034 because they just hosted a game, right?
Yeah.
So it took away the competition pretty much at the same time.
I mean there are other regions, but.
Well, yeah, but in terms of...
But you take away Europe, Africa, and South America.
Is it by continent or by nation? I don't know. I'm genuinely asking.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm almost.
I think it's by association. So UEFA.
So 3 associations gone. So who's left?
And
Australia and Asia.
So it leaves Asia. Yeah. Well, because North America is hosting 2026. So it's probably not going to be them so soon. So that leaves, if Australia want to bid, it's Australia. Because Australia and New Zealand could maybe... Actually, Australia might count as an Asian country because they fall under the Asian Football Federation. They play in the Asian qualifiers.
In the Women's World Cup, it was Australia and New Zealand, right?
Yes.
So, I guess, yeah. I don't know, man. Whatever. Let them have it.
It's some shady fucking shit.
Yeah.
It's some shady fucking shit. Yeah. Well, this is football in the 21st century, isn't it? Fucking great.
This is a bit of a sidebar. Did we bring up what's it called? Everton's charges at all?
No. Oh, we completely missed out on Everton's charges. We should probably briefly mention that.
Yeah. Before
we wrap up.
They are looking to expedite those charges, which is really strange considering a certain club has 115 of them over their heads. But, yeah.
You think that all that oil would grease up the process a little bit, make it move a little quicker, but
yeah, just wanted to give it a little match, but yeah, we'll see what happens. What was it they were saying? Points deduction maybe for Everton?
I think the points deduction is the
worst possible outcome.
The sort of worst possible outcome was I can't remember how many points they even said.
15,
but
12.
Was it 15?
Yeah.
12.
I think it was 12.
Honestly, with how bad some of the teams down there are, they might still survive.
I don't think so. I think they're one of the bad teams.
That's a lot. It is a lot, but
yeah.
Hey, they're doing a reasonable job of picking up points. I guess we will see what the whatever the outcome is of those charges, because it does look like that will wrap up sometime this season. The Everton investigation, that is.
Yeah.
I assume the City investigation will probably take another few years. Depends on how long the installments have to be paid for. But other quick football news: some lad named Lionel Messi won a Ballon d'Or. Good for him. Just a casual 8th Ballon d'Or.
Is it 8 now for him? Okay.
Yeah. I know Erling Haaland finished second in the voting. Should he have won it?
No, I agree with Messi winning it, to be honest. I mean, I don't really care about the award, but he did win this World Cup. He had a decent season, yeah.
Not really, but he didn't have a decent season. He was pretty poor.
Yeah, I was going to be like, his World Cup, absolutely phenomenal.
It wasn't his first season was terrible at PSG, but his second season, he had actually pretty decent goal contributions.
Okay.
He was better.
It was poor. He had decent goal contributions.
I don't agree. But
he wasn't best player in the world. Good. It's not good enough to be a factor. Is my point. Yeah.
Haaland did break goal scoring records and also win a treble.
He won the treble? I thought I forgot about that already.
I know everyone seems to have forgotten about it, but that is apparently something that did happen.
Yeah.
If
maybe they forgot the award ceremony too.
There used to be an unspoken rule that if you won the World Cup, you're automatically
top 3.
No, you top usually. You're usually
top. Like if you win the only time
Spain
it didn't happen was when Messi. I think Messi won in 2014,
which was messed up.
Without winning the World Cup.
Should have done to Iniesta or Xavi. Yeah, 100% should have.
No, 2014 was when Germany won.
Whenever Spain won, 2010.
Oh, 2010. I think 2010 should have gone to one of them. But pre 2010, like every World Cup, basically the World Cup dictated who won. Even in 2018, because that was the year Luka Modric won.
They didn't win it. They were.
He won the Ballon d'Or.
He won the Ballon d'Or. Yes, I know, but it was sense.
Strongly based off his World Cup performances as well.
Yeah,
because he was crucial to getting Croatia to the final.
I just think
and like you look pre that, like 2006, Fabio Cannavaro won on the basis of his World Cup.
Which is the only time a defender is going to win.
Ronaldo.
Yeah, so in that sense, it makes sense. It's just the rules seem to be different when it's not Messi or Cristiano. That's all. But look, I don't care. They announced the results like a week or two beforehand, which is
the results leak every time. Because at least you have to notify whoever won. But I'm like, wow, the entire list leaking is something.
I had no interest in the ceremony. I saw the little clips here and there, but
I don't watch any of the ceremony. I don't watch any of the speeches. Yeah. Like you can't pay me money to. Actually, you can pay me money to watch it. I'd do it. But I am very easily won over. But
were there any other awards? We've spoken about Martinez picking something up, which was nuts.
Jude Bellingham, Golden Boy.
Golden Boy,
deserved, I think. Yeah, that one's fully
He's
deserved.
Been unreal for Real Madrid.
I don't think he has any contenders for that award, to be honest.
No, it's not close.
And then we had who won for women's best player? I forget now.
We should know that. I don't know that. We should know that.
Anyways, that award was also. But I forget the name of the player now.
I'm assuming
she's on the Spain World Cup team.
Has to be.
Yeah.
Ballon d'Or.
Why am I blanking on her name? It's something with the B.
Bonmati. Aitana Bonmati.
Yeah.
Yes, she's Spain and Barcelona.
Spain have dominated. Yeah, Spain have dominated this award, man, because Pateas won the last two. So,
I mean, the Spanish women's team, like we said before the World, they were like weakened going into this World Cup because of the entire player, and they still won it. Like, they still won it while also like having a coach who was a piece of shit and did fuck all for the players.
Has he been suspended?
These Spanish.
No, he hasn't been.
He's been sacked, I think.
No,
suspended.
He stepped
down.
He hasn't been suspended.
One of the two.
Okay. He did step down.
Something happened to him.
Yeah.
Thankfully. But lastly, before we sign off, there is a Monday game. It is Tommy's very own Chelsea traveling to face Tottenham. Like a long, arduous journey.
A long travel. I hope we go to the right stadium. We don't go to
yeah. Fucking end up at the Emirates instead. Like, hang on a minute.
That won't happen. We won't let them in. This won't happen. Yeah.
In fairness, I don't think Bournemouth let your under 18s in. They're probably just like, the fuck are you doing here?
They probably have a game going on. Probably. What are these guys doing here? Anyways, my prediction. I'll go first.
3-0 Tottenham.
I don't believe in any of this underdog stuff. So that will play better at all. I think Spurs will beat us in the classic 1-0. 1-0, maybe 2-0, somewhere around there. Maybe just a Son goal to kill us. Yeah, 1-0. I'm going 1-0. Spurs.
Tony?
I don't fucking care. I mean, it's two teams I hate. It's just...
Good.
I don't know. Yeah, 1-1. Why not? I don't believe it.
Who's scoring for us? Who's scoring for us then?
That's why I don't believe it. Yeah.
I'll go 2-1 to Spurs.
Okay.
I'm also not sure where the Chelsea goal is coming from, or who's scoring it, but
penalty.
Maybe Sterling will do something.
Penalty.
Yeah. Penalty.
Cole Palmer penalty.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay,
well, I think that's everything we had to cover for today. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at 442. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. And as always, thank you for joining me, Tommy.
All right, thanks, guys. Pleasure.
Let's see what Chelsea do today, huh?
Yeah, 1-0.
You look very excited about this. You were so happy earlier in the pod when we weren't talking about Chelsea. What happened?
Well, I mean, now I know I'm going to watch the game and be disappointed, so that's what happened.
Good. Know your place. Thank you for joining me, Tony.
Good stuff, Wes. As always, enjoyed the chat.
Yeah. Referee can only get better from here, right?
Nope.
Tony, just watch out for a Bruno elbow. He's coming for everyone. Yeah.
Hey, no. Don't watch out for the... They won't let you do the elbow, but the forearm, perfectly fine.
Forearm, headbutts, knees, yeah. Anything but the elbow, yeah.
Just not the elbow.
Yeah. Fucking dumbasses. Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening. May you all watch out for Bruno Guimaraes' forearms in your lives. See you next week. Bye-bye.